Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Advanced Physics. My name is Mr. Lindsay, and I wanted to put together this quick tutorial video just so you can learn a little bit about the WileyPLUS homework tutorial textbook suite that we're going to be using this year. As a part of your summer assignment, you'll get a chance to join this resource and kind of join this virtual class, Advanced Physics Lindsay 2026-27. And WileyPLUS is the name of this system. You might have used in a previous class, if you had Mr. Cobb, you might have been using something called Mastering Physics, which I'm sure you had a lot of love for. Well, WileyPLUS is kind of the next step up with that in terms of what it offers. And so this will be sort of the hub of a lot of the things we do. Not everything, but a lot of the things we do. It's going to have our textbook, so it'll have a lot of content here for you, and we'll also do homework assignments through this system. There'll be some quizzes through this system. There's all kinds of helper videos and simulations. It's got a lot of stuff. So I just want to make this video so that you feel like you can at least begin to explore these resources. So when you use the flyer as a part of my email that I'm sending to you, you'll be able to click on and join the virtual class for your WileyPLUS section for this course you're taking, Advanced Physics Lindsay 2026-27. And right now, you're going to see really just three options when you log in: Home, Modules, and Wiley Course Resources. So Wiley's the name of the publisher, if you're wondering what that's about. So we may see some other ones pop in throughout the year, but really, I'm trying to keep this as streamlined as possible for you. And so what you'll see on this Home tab is you will see just a little blurb about the textbook itself, some course goals that we're going to be trying to do. It's kind of redundant. You'll see something very similar in our syllabus when we actually get together once school starts. And then here is the modules section. So this one here, Wiley Course Resources, is a little bit redundant. I keep it here just in case you want to dig through that for something, but really you can get everything you need through this little section here, modules. So I'm going to click on that now, and what you will see is that I will have access to certain things here. Right now, I have access to two things, something called Module 2, Module 1, and Getting Started. So this Getting Started, I have to say, these little arrows are very useful. This is really just the same thing you just saw on this home page here. You don't really need to see anything here. So if you see this and you want to collapse one of these, you just hit the little arrow and it collapses, and the next time you log in, it's nice and streamlined. You just kind of have the banner just to remind you of some of the things that have popped in here. But the way this works is that every chapter of your textbook gets a module. So chapter 1 has module 1. Scroll down a little bit. Chapter 2 has module 2. And these modules include your textbook chapter, access to that chapter, but it also has other things too. You can see here links to videos. These are helper videos, problem-solving videos, all kinds of videos that will help you as you work your way through this. You'll also see links to animations, which are kind of like little simulations. We'll take a look at that here in just a minute, as well as a bunch of practice items here, interactive exercises, practice problems, quizzes, all kinds of things that you can do. None of the things under this practice banner actually go in the grade book for the class. WileyPLUS will grade it and assess it and give you feedback and tell you if you're right or wrong about a problem or whatever, but that's literally just for practice. Eventually, we'll have things show up under this Assess tab that will be things like homework assignments or like a little quiz or something like that. Those are items that actually get assessed and put into the grade book for the class. So just want you to know, these are always, try them as much as you want. It's just meant to be practice problems. So let me show you real quick how to get to your textbook. And there's a couple different ways to do this. You might discover some more, but I'm going to show you this one for now. One is that if we're in Module 1, we're looking at stuff related to Chapter 1, and I want to get to Section 1.1, what I'll do is click on this. Now, if I click on it, it'll just replace the page entirely. So if I click, it'll give me another little link to click on. But now I've kind of lost my modules page. So I tell you what I tend to do is I tend to just pop this out as a separate little tab. So hopefully you're doing, you can just do your tab browsing kind of a thing. And now I will always have the modules open so I can pop out whatever resources I want and create additional tabs there. So if I click on reading here and then click on this one, it naturally gives me another tab when I do this, and that takes me to the WileyPLUS bookshelf, which shows me stuff about chapter 1. So this is your actual textbook. Again, in the modules, you have lots of other things going on, but whenever it says reading, it just kind of has a little bookmark that takes you to your textbook. So let me show you a little bit about your textbook. Now, again, you can change the font. You can do all kinds of things. Some of this it has some like things I've highlighted, things like that. You can save highlights. You can do all kinds of things. You can take notes on these things. You can make bookmarks. It's just your classic virtual textbook. What I want to show you is that if you click on this, the 1, 2, 3 here, this is your table of contents, and it will show you that not only are we looking at chapter 1 right now, but you actually have access to every chapter in this textbook, all the way down to chapter 44, Quarks, Leptons, and the Big Bang. We are not at all doing that many chapters. That is a couple years worth of chapters. We're only going to be focusing on really the first 15 in this particular course. But you can see there's 3 different sections to chapter 1. There's a section called the review and summary section. There's a section called the problem section. So these are just little links that can take you straight there. But if I hide this, of course, if you look at the little sliding bar here, I can also get to those sections just by scrolling down. So basically each page contains the entire chapter, and you can scroll down to get to whatever section you want to, if that makes sense. So there's typically some reading here, some tables, some sample problems. You know, the first chapter is just a very basic intro kind of a chapter, and you'll be able to see all of these things. They get a little more sophisticated as we go. Review and summary section, this is mostly just words, but it turns out, you know, we'll see a lot of formulas and things in that. And then there'll be a problems section. So these are problems from your textbook, a number of which we'll grab in class and just do together in class. If there is a little blue underline there, if you click on that, it actually takes you to the answer of that problem. Not an annotated solution, but it does take you to the answer to that problem. It has easy, medium, and hard questions. This textbook is famous for its problems. It has a wide array of problems, all different kinds of difficulties. But yes, so those are going to be problems we can take a look at in class. Eventually, you will have a homework problem set under the Assess tab here, and those will be different sorts of problems from what you're seeing, related but different to what you're seeing in the textbook. So just know that we're not doing these problems necessarily on paper. You're going to have a system more like Mastering Physics that will be here under the Assess tab. So you'll be able to work on those. And so that gets you through Module 1. You'll also see there's a little section, Module 2, very similar framework for that too. The only thing I'll mention too is one of the resources and one of the reasons I do this whole online textbook is because there are videos. All kinds of videos. Some are like this one, pre-lecture videos, which include a little I'll mute that. But it includes kind of like a quick rundown of some of the key ideas. So if you enjoy watching a video before getting into the content of the chapter, maybe that's for you. Some of these are solving problems. Some are just unpacking certain concepts. Some of them are more like doing sample problems, which is great because as we get into more sophisticated stuff, having extra video sample problems worked for you is really, really handy. But that's enough to get you going, I think. So for your summer assignment, what you'll be doing is reading through a little bit of chapter 1, reading through a little bit of chapter 2, and watching some of the videos there, hopefully to really feel like you get a head start, as well as a couple practice problems that you can try on the Google, kind of like a little Google quiz. So I hope that is helpful. Of course, as we deal more with WileyPLUS throughout the year, this will become very natural to you, but I hope that at least gets you started.